We're about to go see one of the cleverest systems you've ever seen on a dairy farm.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
Just by having.
So they all come.
Wow.
They go out and
that's
they come
just blown my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow. I tell you what, this is impressive. You could come in your slippers. The price of this system is around. Today's whip is a Volkswagen T-Cross, and it is the R-Line. So this is 28 quid a day. It's not bad, is it? Hey, gets me from A to B, I'm happy. Wow. Does anyone see the first problem here? Steering wheel's on the wrong side. Pretty cool. Like a sports centre. First day in Ouse. Went to the Fletcher's Hotel. If I was into the gym still, it'd be great. Rugby pitches, football pitches. It's got everything. Right. Now, for the exciting bit. Look, ditch. Bit of a long field. Ditch. Oh, it's mad. Look at that. Look at the water. Mental. All I can say about Holland is absolutely beautiful. Like, I can't tell you how nice it is. The only thing is, so every about 90 feet, you have a ditch, maybe a bit more. So there's a ditch, and then we've got field, and then another ditch, and the water's well high. Honestly, what a country. This is beautiful. So, fun fact of Holland, carrying on from Tom's Holland tours, is that most of Holland, or yeah, Deutschland, is below sea level. So like their water is like so high, it's mental. And we're going to look at something today. Very, very cool, like super cool. We are here. Good morning everyone. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell. You get notifications of my videos every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes we do a Sunday video. In today's video, it's Tom's tours of the Netherlands and Germany, and we are back in the Netherlands. And today is very, very cool. It's one of the very first in Europe.
Not yet. No, it was the first for our dealership, but this was the third in the Netherlands.
We have Joop and Sandor, and what are we having a look at today?
What we have here is a dairy farm with around 180 milking cows. Start milking here with the dairy robot in August last year.
Yep.
And actually the farmer also decided to go with the feeding system, which is installed in April this year. So that's very fresh. And the fourth robot is running since a week from now. So
they put a fourth robot in a week ago.
Now, yeah.
Didn't you say this? So they started milking robots last year.
Yeah.
And
in August.
How many cows did they start with?
We start actually with around 100 cows.
100 cows, they're up to 180.
Yes.
The plans to go to...
Yeah, 200, 220.
220, all grazing, all through 4 robots and automated feed, and that's what we're going to look at today. Very, very clever system. In the Netherlands, they have completely different rules from other stuff. We might drop that into this video, we might have dropped it in another video, I have no idea, but we're about to go see one of the cleverest systems you've ever seen on a dairy farm. Oh, the very, very beginning.
Currently standing at the feeding barn.
Yes.
So the gear systems work actually with feeding bunkers. That needs to be filled, so we do have a bunker from hay, silage, corn.
This is called the kitchen, isn't it?
This is called the feeding kitchen, yes. We do feed minerals. We have 2 kinds of minerals that we feed over here. And also we can feed some water in the robot.
In these kitchen hoppers?
No, that goes all automatic. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you will see it when the robot gets back. The robot is feeding.
Yeah, the robot. Robot's just feeding the low groups. And did you say you have 3 or 4 groups?
We have 3 groups of milking cows. So fresh cows, high productive, low productive, and then we got 2 groups of dry cows, far off, close up, and 1 group of young cattle.
It does them all.
It feed the young cattle. Yeah.
First thing I've seen, obviously. So this is the kitchen where you start with.
This is the kitchen. Yes.
You've got your straw. You've got a bit of hay there.
Yeah, that's hay.
A bit of hay. We can see there's a Strymet feeder in the corner over there, parked up with no tractor on it. No. And that doesn't look very old.
It is not that very old, no. It's 8 years old.
Oh, is it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's just standing there in the corner, yeah. It's not getting used since April.
Milk tank away as well, because they've had to get a bigger milk tank, but we'll look at that in a bit. We start with the kitchen.
Yeah, we start with the kitchen.
So what have we got apart from an absolutely huge fen on concrete ties at the front with a big shear grab? But let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the triple mowers with a 10 rotor rake. 16?
16 meters, yeah.
Oh, 16 meters. So how many rotors is that thing? 10?
13, 14.
14!
Yes.
14. So we do have Franks and Elena as well. They are the farmers here. Their English isn't great, but we're going to get them into it later. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They were very thankfully they were nice enough to show me around. I got invited to come around to have a look at some farms in Holland. I was like, absolutely yes. So what have we got? Silage, hay or straw?
Hay.
This is hay
for now, yeah.
Silage. Then what have we got in here?
Corn?
Corn,
Yeah.
as in maize.
Maize, yeah.
Sorry.
Silage.
Also silage.
That's the 5th cut, I think. That's the 1st and 2nd cut.
Okay, so we'll mix it together.
Yeah, mix it together.
From here, where do we go? Are we better waiting for the robot than watching it fill up?
I think we better wait on the robot. We do have some more to show.
Yeah, cool.
Over here because we also feed minerals.
Oh, does it feed minerals itself as well?
We also feed pellets.
Oh wow, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like meal.
Yeah. So this is the minerals.
Yeah.
And on the other two, that's soya and barley.
Soya and barley. Oh wow. This is going to be really stupid. There's not going to be anything.
We also do milk fat.
Milk fat?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So look. It's on the other side there, isn't it?
No.
It's not in there.
No,
Okay, cool. What is that?
well, actually, you need to take this one because this is GI green.
GI green. No way. Is this the controller for?
Yeah, that's the controller.
No way. How cool is that? So that controls everything.
That controls everything. Yes.
How mad is that?
Yes.
So what have we got?
But this is the dashboard of DairyNet, the management program.
Yeah.
Because we do work with milking robots from GIA, it all combines.
Yeah.
And so actually this is just the data of the milking robots. So currently we're milking 31.1 liter and we can actually see everything out of here. If we go to the feeding program, then this is actually the schedule for today.
Today's schedule. So
Yes.
we are getting here ready for 25 to 3, where it's going to start loading up for the high yielders, isn't it?
Yeah, it's now getting on the low yield.
Yeah.
And the next one is the high yield.
High yield is going to start at 25 to 3 and hopefully finish at 20 plus 3. If
Yeah.
my Dutch does me right.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
very
you.
good.
I can read Dutch.
You need to obviously make feed, so you
Yes.
need to say, okay, we got a new feed, the first cut, you need to make it, you need to put a dry matter in it, because it needs to know, okay, how much it can be filled with the robot,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't overcook.
Yes.
That's very important. Then actually you make a ration.
Yeah.
So the rations are like this, so if you put the high ration, this is just per cow. So the 5th cut, they get 9.5 kilograms per day
cow.
per cow.
Yeah.
Goes on like that.
So I'm guessing you'll have the high yielders, and then Francis will say, France, sorry. France will say, we have 56 high yielders today.
No, that's also because it's all combined with the dairy robot. So
Okay.
the milking
Oh,
robot.
because it's combined with the robot, and then the robot will tell. Wow.
Tell like this. So this is barn milking cows. So at the fresh cows we do have 11 fresh cows. We do have 83 high productives and 72 low productive cows.
So
from
the
now.
robot will tell you what they're milking,
Yes.
what they're doing,
Yes.
and then it'll sort it all out.
Yes.
So you don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. When you put a cow from the high productive to the low productive, then this will be 82 on 73.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they do know, okay, I have to feed for one more cow today.
Yeah, and they come. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Have to,
You
wow.
don't have to do anything.
That's
No.
mad, isn't it?
But also if a dry cow goes from the close up to the far off, from the far off to the close up,
Yeah.
then the robot will know.
So you've got other ration for close up to
yes,
dry cows.
close up as
far.
another ration. Yes.
This is just unreal. So they must have there must be a lot of different sheds and rations. How many rations has he got going on today? It'll be there,
well, actually we can see it over here.
6 rations, but you might have 7 groups because the close-up dry cows and the new calves are on the same
Yes.
ration. Yeah, so 7 rations. Sorry if that's really, really complicated, but it's complicated, but not. Do you know what I mean? No, it's simple.
It's actually very easy.
Very, very simple. Right, I think we've talked about this, but we want to see the main star of the show. What do you call it?
The feeding robot itself, yeah, it's called the F4500.
The F4500.
Yeah.
I bet they've got a name for it.
I'm not sure.
Something like Mary.
Something like Mary. No. How do you call the feeding robot?
Leo.
Leo. Oh yeah, Leo.
Leo.
Leo is the salesman who sold the feeding robot.
So call it
it's
Leo.
called after the salesman. Yeah.
So Leo is meant to be here at 25 to 3. She's a little bit late. Or
She's a little bit late, actually. Yes.
Must be busy. On the big fence. And this is your main tractor. Main tractor. So when they start mowing, they take the back weight off. They keep these wheels on because France was just saying that when you've got these wheels on, when you turn, it doesn't make as much of a mess. Loader comes off, front mower at the front, mowers, and he's got a 4-rotor rake as well. It's mad. And look at the size of this. Oh, my mate's got one of these, a sheer bucket grab. They're meant to be amazing. We are going to see this as well, so that'll be cool. I'm going to go search for him. Look at him. This is cool. Look at this shed. On the front as well, they've got that matting so they can push it up. Very cool. So cool. We're going to now load up for the high yielders.
Yes, we're going to now load it up for the high yielders.
Oh, shut it.
Ik moet even van het rode lichtje afhalen. Service mode.
What's that mean?
You have to make sure it's got daily maintenance. And if it's not has its daily maintenance yet, the light will stay red. So
So you need to daily maintenance it. See, Francis knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's going to start with bunker 2 with the silage for now.
This is incredible.
What you hear now is he's open up his door, and the door is just keep the feet inside, so it doesn't make a mess. He's opening up the door for now, and then actually the rollers will just go on and they will fill
it to weight. So that will have a weight.
So we're feeding up now here bunker 1. The set quality is 8 kilos, so it needs to be feeding 8 kilos of hay, and it now has filled 1 kilo of hay.
It's just all there, and it's just going in. And what's it doing at the front? Oh, there it is. So it's kind of chewing it up there. So just chuck it in every day. So Francis will probably mention this in a minute, but he loads these up every night because he says his phone doesn't ring and no one bothers him. It takes him 15 minutes. So I was thinking, well, if you're loading it up anyway, surely you can just load a feeder up. 15 minutes every day, and that's him done feeding. And it's feeding a lot of animals. 5. So it's got to feed all these ingredients up to number 9.
Ingredients, yes, until 9 because we have 9 feeding stations.
Yeah.
And then we got 5 and 6 for other minerals, 7 and 8 were the soya and the barley, and 9 is the water. The water also hangs over there.
How many times will this feed the high yielders?
I think we feed the high yields now 8 times a day.
8 times. They feed their cows 8 times a day. We feed them twice a day.
Yeah.
And it will push up, I'm guessing, as well.
Yeah, it will push up. So it's now feeding the high yielders, and then it will turn at the end. It will push up the low feeders and will push up the dry cows.
Yeah.
When it comes back.
So just constantly feeding all day.
Constantly driving all day.
Wow. It's very cool, isn't it? So feed them 8 times. How much does this hold? Weight.
That depends of the dry matter
Yes.
of the grass, but in this case we haul around 650, 700 kilos.
700 kilos.
Yes.
So that's it short. There we have our application of hay. It's like R2-D2, isn't it? You know, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
This is incredible. It looks cool as well, doesn't it? Right, we're gonna go. Door's gonna open. Again, what's going on here? Mate, this is so cool. There we go. So about 180 kilos this. It sounds like a lot of small mixes, but it's good, isn't it? Just amazed at this fence. Just see the numbers going up there. The maize corn silage. It's mixing it all the time as well, isn't it? As well, because they're going backwards, they're fluffing it up a bit, so you can put a shear grab, you can put a chunk of grass in, can't you?
Yeah.
You know, so you don't get a big chunk that goes.
No, but we don't put it very loose because otherwise it gets hot in the bunker.
Oh yes, yeah.
You just grab it and you
put it in as a chunk.
you put it in as a chunk a little bit, Not too much, but a little bit.
Yeah. So I was just asking, when does it start? It starts at 1 minute past 12.
Yeah.
Has 2 hours break at 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Has its brew.
Yeah.
Has a cup of tea.
Yes.
And then finishes around 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's a busy machine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very busy.
That's the whole point when you buy something like this. But this is quite a good system. I do like this idea. There we go. Just going under the straights now, as we call them.
It's not mixing.
So when you're mixing, obviously.
Yeah, it's not accurate enough.
No.
So you're just filling up, and after everything is filled up, it's gonna mix. So it's now in its loading dock. That's what we call the loading dock.
Yeah.
So while it's mixing, it's also recharging. And because it's on higher voltage, it can also mix faster for now.
On the on the electric. So
Yeah.
using the battery, it mixes on the electric. It does it quicker. Oh wow, that's cool, isn't it? So they put water in their feed. My dad refuses to put water in my feed. He makes grass too dry, because you put water in the feed because of intakes, increased intake, isn't it?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And also all the minerals like antisoya also just sticks to the grass. So there's no selection at the feeding gate.
See, Dad, if you're watching this, one absolute legend. Just because I'm short and not 6'4" like you. So we just talked to Franz, and he was just saying that this is the smallest mix, because we're normally grazing, and today it rained all morning, so it's been all right now. Tomorrow it'll graze, or I can just go on the computer, our cows are grazing, and just turn it off, because they'll just turn that feed off. So they're all about small mixes, but often, so little and often. And he's at 180 cows now. Obviously the planet going to 220, so this could easily do the 220. But so this is 550 kilo mix, 580 kilos. You can get to 700 kilos, do you reckon? 700 kilos in there. Well, obviously again, dry matter. It just affects, the higher the dry matter, the less the weight, but the more volume. I think that makes sense. We know about that. Right, so she's having a right good mix, and then gotta watch feed out. Look at that. So the robot has opened the door. Wow. Gonna go feed. Is she gonna go in there? Oh yeah.
So that's the safety of the machine, that when I just walk into it.
You trusted that machine a lot.
Yes. And it's only on the front, because it's
only when it's going forward.
Yeah,
What kind of cows have we got here? That's the big question. Holstein. So you got some red Holstein, has he? Well, we like a red Holstein. It's a comfy cow. Looks like a waterbed. It's a nice cow. Look at that. Wow. You're a good looking cow, aren't you? All on slats. Oh, it's a little robot. He loves a robot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he got two as well.
Two of these?
Yeah, one on this side and one on the other.
Oh wow. So that's just a pusher. I want one of these. Well, I would rather a silage pusher to start with. This isn't on the top of the list.
Well, what we did was actually quite funny. There only was one pusher on this side, and on the other side was nothing. So when they were lucky and it was in the end of the barn, then they put it to the other side by hand.
Oh.
About 4 weeks ago, we did install a second one on that side, and since then the cell count dropped from 100 until 48. Right
No.
now. Yeah.
Just by having a second.
Yeah, just by the second.
The cell count dropped from.
I'm not really sure if it's because of that, but it's quite funny
well,
that it's.
There's a high correlation, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it dropped from 100 to 48. Mad. First thing you see is we've got this in. We power floated our concrete like loads, but he's painted that on. This is meant to increase intakes loads. My mate's got it. It's meant to be hard as a rock as well. Here it goes. Do you think they know what it is?
Groups, like 16 settings. So from here to here, where we gate is one setting. and you just put some more settings behind each other for one group. So this whole area is high productive cows, but has got 2 settings for now. What we did is it now has around 500 kilograms of feed with him. So we got section 1, section 2, and he's gonna put 60% of what he has carried with him. He's gonna put that at section 2, so in the front of the barn, and 40% is gonna put here. So we feed in the end a little bit less and a little bit more in the front, so we can attract more cows to the front of the barn.
Towards the robots.
Yeah.
Wow. So you have more feed at the front. But they know what it is.
And also film in here.
Oh, can you do that? Yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. Someone out there is going to ask, why would you want to feed a cow 8 times a day instead of twice a day that we do? Well, some people do once a day and just keep pushing up, keep pushing up. The reason for that is you can see the cows are now stood up and they're eating, so it's to encourage intakes. Improved intakes will improve performance, so it's all about improving the performance of the cows. So obviously these guys are on robots. They've got a robot feeder. 4 robots, 4 fund was put in literally a week ago. Yeah. What are they doing on milk?
We currently have around 31.4 liters per cow per day.
And you're grazing on top of that as well?
And grazing on top of that with around 3.1, 3.2 milkings.
3.1, wow, that's a lot of milk.
Yeah, we still get those milkings because we have a pre-selection with a waiting area and the guided exit with the robots. So every cow that goes outside has been milked. Every cow that comes inside has been milked first. Right. Before.
So if they want to do a change, they've got to be milked in between.
Yeah,
and then I'm guessing if they were milked like an hour ago, it will just send them through.
Yeah, they will send them through. Yeah.
All going up now. See the curtain as well. It's pushing all the grass up. You see it's pushing all the grass up that it's been feeding during the day as well. Incredible. So these guys are going to get fed 8 times a day in one of the rations, and there's 6 rations to do. So up to 24 times a day. Look at it go, look at it go, look at it go, look at it go. Look at it. There we go. Wow, that's smart, isn't it? Then 4 robots. Holy moly, doing a bit in the Netherlands, isn't it? So it's fed its full ration out. That'd be right, wouldn't it? It's fed its full ration out now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's full ration out, yeah.
And then you can kind of see that the speed increased at the end, and it's quite even. Am I wrong to know? Will it know how much silage it's pushing up?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
They are busy with that.
Yeah, to see what the restriction is.
Yeah, something like a camera or something like that. Yeah. See.
Because it felt like it wanted to fill in the holes where the grass wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, I might be wrong with that. So where do these guys want to be? Because they're guessing they'll want to get up to like 35 litres of cows.
In the beginning of robot milking, we started like 28, 29.
Yeah.
So we did increase a little bit in a year. So the walk on the robot, like 3 milkings, that's a must.
Yeah, 100%.
Do that.
Because normally people average about 2.4, 2.6, don't they, on a robot?
Yeah, 2.6, 2.7, yeah.
So 3.1, 3.2 is quite high, isn't it?
It's quite high. I think you need to have that for the cows, for the cow health, but also for the robot itself.
You were saying as well you're here every week, pretty much, because of obviously this new system. Yeah. Want to make sure everything's running well and running fine. Sometimes they'll just check in. France, you okay? Yeah, no bother. That'll do, and walk away. And obviously there's bits to do, but it is hell of a setup. Cows are nice and comfortable. You know, you can't hear bawling, you can't hear happy.
Yeah, cows are happy, cows are calm. We do have the GI Cow Scout system.
Yes. Yeah, on the collars.
The collars.
Yeah, from someone who's used it, it's great.
Yeah, I know you've used it as well. Yeah,
so good. So some of them, I didn't order enough collars, so I've actually got some ID collars instead of the rumination collars. Oh, and you always miss those cows that's serving or anything going wrong with them. You rely on the collars so much, but because they're that good. Yeah. They're well worth the money. All lock-in yolks as well.
Do you like it especially on the dry cows? Yeah. Because if you see that the feed intake of the dry cows just drops, then you know, okay, there's something wrong with this cow, or it's gonna calve.
It's gonna calve. Yeah. So the rumination will drop 6 to 8 hours before calving, won't it? As in they'll stop.
It stop eating from there. Yeah.
So can I get that to flag up on the computer? I need to get that done. How old is this shed?
2012.
Hey, it looks well.
Yeah, 12 years old for now.
Looks good.
He cleaned it last year.
Oh, the whole shed?
Yeah, the whole
Look at the smile. It's like, yeah, it is. What were they milking in before this?
2 times 22 side by side.
So milking a pretty big parlour.
Yeah.
Swing over.
No, side by side. 44 milk clusters.
Wow. Would he go back to a parlour?
Nee. Eerder een robotcarousel.
Yeah.
De Daddy Pro Cube.
Yeah, he says sooner
I think
the
I got that one.
The rotary,
The rotary robot.
yeah.
But those things.
And then bitch milking.
Yeah, batch milking.
Batch milking 3 times a day. That's
Yeah, so the batch milking where you bring all the cows in and then just leave them.
Yeah. And
So
then,
I just heard about this last week.
Yeah.
Not last week, last year. And I have actually been invited. I was speaking to the guys at Gear and they said we might have a batch milking farm to go look at.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the new thing, isn't it?
it's a new thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be incredible to look at. If you don't know what batch milking is, it's when you bring all the cows to the parlour and then you just walk away to a degree.
Yeah, just put the cows in a big waiting area
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a push-up fence,
Yeah.
and the rotary will do it by
Does it?
himself.
No,
yeah.
no man.
No, it now pushed the.
It's pushing the grass up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So these are the lows.
Yeah, these are the low cows. Yes.
Yeah.
Then it will return to fill up for the next round. Also see it on your phone. Oh yeah.
Die is nou de high productive. Die hebt die. Ja. En
You
dan
were
gaat
the
die
high productive and now 2 times low
2 times
productive.
low.
Right, it's just going to feed these
Because
twice.
you see there's not much feed for now, feeding table. 2 times the lower and then 1 times again the high productive, low, high. Then it's gonna put on the dry cows, but then the close-up group, the fresh cows, and then it's only gonna move.
Push.
Only
Ja,
gonna
de
push.
push.
Yeah.
Feed push.
I want to watch your video of pushing. Look at that, it's pushing up at some speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sensible thing. It's nice and quiet as well, so it's not disturbing the cows. And then look at that, all the cows just coming up beautifully. Would he go back putting his feeder wagon on?
To put it on fire, you said.
To put on the fire. How long was it taking you to feed before this?
2 uur op een dag bezig met voeren van alles.
If anyone's watching this in Netherlands, you'd know what he said then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add it in, but I'm not going to do that every time.
Feeding before was 2 hours per day.
Yeah.
And now in a half hour he feeds everything. So he fills up the bunker and feeds the youngstock.
Yeah, and walks away.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. I have actually, if I'm honest with you, I have a grant for a feed pusher.
Yeah.
So yeah, feed pusher is amazing. I really like this idea as well. This
Yes.
is so good, isn't it? So they lick it clean.
Yeah.
My cows are grazing at the moment. And like I say, normally they graze. Do you graze the lows and the highs or just the lows?
No, everything.
Everything?
Yeah, only the fresh cows, not for now.
So you must have 2 paddocks then?
No, separated by the robots. So they all come.
Wow.
They go out and
that's
they come
just blown
in.
my brain.
Yeah, they come out and go in by the same barn door over there.
Yeah.
And the robot XD will say, okay, you need to go there and you need to go there.
Wow, that's cool. So outside they're together, inside they get segged off. Mad. What's the cell count, the back to scan with these? You said the cell count dropped.
Yeah, it dropped since the second manure pusher until 48. That's very low.
48
Yeah,
is very low. Great, isn't it? Should we get a robot feeder for our farm? I don't think so, but it was very, very cool to see. And then look at it just bobbing down, bobbing around. Question, what's this? Why is the big chains here?
It's the bridge, so you can make from 2 groups 1 group. You can open
Oh, okay, so you just... There we go. The dairy farmer in me goes, there's some money in that. Cows are wondering what the hell's going on.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bridge. Cool, isn't it?
So yeah, now the cows can cross over.
So yesterday I was just in a hotel and I saw a deer, a female deer. Fran said deer's a fen and not a Bambi. And I was like, what's a Bambi? Obviously a deer, female deer, a doe, dropping rain sun. Hopefully I don't get copyright for that. Great singing. How come, question for the guys from Holland, why don't you go higher with the silage pit?
Like this.
Yeah, but even that's not high.
How high do you want it to be?
I'm 14 feet.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's done a good job, isn't it? See, we're gonna see France load up later. Wet as well. My dad would absolute poo his pants.
Front is a little bit wet of the rain, I guess.
Yeah.
It did have a lot of rain, you can see it here. But
No waste. Side sheets though.
yeah.
We'll see them load up in a bit, but that's the only problem with robots. Well, I guess you're grazing as well. You've always got to have grass, but we always have grass anyway now. So is this the end of your farm?
No,
Yeah.
that's the pig farm.
That's a pig farm. You pig as well?
Yeah.
Wow, busy man.
And you got the farm.
Oh, you got a farm shop as well? Oh yeah, I saw that. This is the old shed they're in, but look at the rafters, and then look at the legs. Oh, there is a joint there, that one's broken. But then look at that one. Oh, maybe a joint there as well. That's a hell of a piece of timber, isn't it? I'm just saying as well, they're not feeding the heifers yet through the system, but they're just getting ready. That's why the steels are coming up, just so France doesn't have to feed. He wants to feed nothing. Got a balloon for the freezer.
Ja,
Freezer. Yeah. And then here is, I'm guessing, calves,
Calving straw pins.
nuts, a bit of hay probably, straw, and then all written down there. And then that group will be a group, and then they don't like that group doesn't lick that group because that group might have a problem, if that makes sense. They might not, but it's a good idea, and then everyone stays in their own group. This is good as well for someone who's looking at putting a calf building up. I do have the grant on it. That's big news. Oh, what have we got here?
These are the calving pens.
Oh,
So because the close-up group is over there, if the cows is attempted to calf, you can put it in here. And those are those rubber calving mats.
yeah, wow.
So you just put a little bit
Of sawdust down.
yeah, sawdust down.
Wow, that's cool, isn't it?
After calving, you can clean it all out with the pressure washer.
Yeah, wash it down. These are good, aren't they?
Yes, it's very good. They do have them in the new barn.
Yeah, in the corner. The idea, because France is obviously going to expand into this fourth robot, the idea is going to bring all his dry cows into here, and then his milkers are going to go to there. That's right, isn't it? So all he's got to do is walk his cows. But then this is really good because a cow will calve, and then all he's got to do is take his cow to the robot, which is over there, which you're going to see in a minute.
In here, only the bull calves.
In here on the bull
Yeah,
calf.
and the half calves, they just go on the other side of the wall.
Oh, cool.
Separate them.
Yes. So these are heifer calves. They won't have a lot of bull calves. I guess it's all sex semen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just get them ready. Big bowls. Everything on a teat. Do better on teats. Look at that. They're happy in here. And then they'll be in here for a little bit. And then when they're in here, they'll move into the bigger pen. And just keep moving around. So this is where the old parlour was.
This is where the old parlour was, yes.
Are we not sad to be in here anymore?
Hier ook?
Okay, yeah.
Gelukkig niet.
Happily not.
So I don't know if that was right or not, and you could be damning it. If there's a swear word in there in Dutch, I'm so sorry. It seems like a big risk.
It can be, I think.
Oh, wait! We made it. What are we going to do with this? Calves?
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
because we put a fourth robot in there, we all, France also decided to go with this with the calves. So beneath here there's just concrete, so everything is one floor. Calves in there, and also the separation of the calves. We now have an MS-20, we call it, so that's a 3-row bucket from the robots.
Right, yeah.
That will extend to a 9-row bucket, so
Yeah.
9 buckets for the calves.
So yeah,
That will comes over here.
the dump milk will come here.
Dump milk will come over here for the calves.
Yeah.
There's also coming a bigger milk tank, which will be placed in front of the stall in here.
It's 28,000.
Yeah, 28,000 liters.
28,000 litres of milk he's putting in.
30,000.
30,000. 30,000. I tell you what, this is impressive. I know we've looked at the robot feeder, but wow. This is amazing, isn't it? This is where the magic happens. It's so clean and tidy. Look at that. We've got
to maintain because of all the coating to that.
yeah,
you know?
it's all
So-
coated, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coated. This is all in with the pressure washer and you're done.
And then everything's got its own gun as well for washing off as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Now this is mint. This is impressive. Just it's so easy.
Yeah. And because of we have some space between the robots, you can easily attach a cow by hand.
Right. Yeah.
Or a control cow.
Yeah. Anyone that's just put robots in, you know, you have 3 weeks of hard work. Let's be honest. But your heifers and your stuff, and you just guide them in. We've seen these robots a couple of times, but this is something to be proud of, isn't it? You know.
I think so, yeah. You don't see this often in a situation like this, but it has everything you can wish for. Let's say it's very nice, very tidy. Enough lighting in the robot area, and it works out very well. It works very well.
Everything's just clean, which is nice. The platform a bit taller, didn't you? Because of Francis being 6'4", I'm guessing.
He's large.
Yeah, he's a large man. So they made it 1 metre tall. but you could have made it, normally they make it 800. Again, like I made my parlour 800, I should have gone for 900 personally. I didn't make my parlour big enough. It's my stupid fault if they made it taller. But look at this, look how mint it is. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down. Is that alright?
Walk in, yeah, just walk in and you can see it.
Look at that. You could come in your slippers. Slipper farming. Slipper farming. There we go. Not the highest yield, only dropping 2.2 this one.
Yeah, that needs to be dried out.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm not sure what this one is
This
doing.
is on 13.88.
Yeah, this one is done for now. It's got a priority of feeding.
Yeah.
So the cow just needs to...
Oh, she needs food.
Yeah, she needs food, so she's kept in for now until she finishes her
all
food. That's something we can do for now, because we got 4 robots and not enough cows for 4 robots. At the end, when it's getting fooder, that needs to be turned off.
And I'm guessing France is going to start producing his own cows. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to buy in.
No.
He's going to breed them.
Yeah, just breed them in and grow bigger by yourself.
Yeah, makes sense. And the one weight in here. So it's all in there, isn't it? So when the cows want to start grazing from there, they'll go, you know, it'll shut them gates and open them ones, won't it?
Yeah,
and, and if they know some cows start going outside, all the cows start standing up.
Go inside and they cannot go outside before they go to the separation area. Yeah, it's open so the cow can go. Because of the selection knows, okay, this cow only can go to the pasture, but before it goes to the pasture it has to be milked. You immediately send here on live.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. And then it'll pulse to start with, won't it?
Yeah, we're now washing and pulsing at the same time.
Yeah.
After washing, you can see it on the colors right here. So light blue is washing actually, green is pulsing, and dark green is that it has seen milk, so it stopped pulse, and it's just going with a good milk.
Yeah.
And also the wash water and the first milk that the cows produce, they just go away.
Yeah,
and
get rid of it.
Yeah, and the good milk goes to the
It's
tin.
like stripping your first bit of milk out. That's the bad milk, so you just get rid of it.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Okay, which quarter do I want to go where?
Yeah.
So now all the quarter goes to the tank.
So you could dump 1/4.
Yeah, you can say for this quarter you want to dump it, or go to the NS1, that's the single milk receiver, or the NS20, that's the double milk receiver with 3 buckets for calf milk.
Right, yeah.
For now. And then, yeah, if
You
you
just take
save
that
it,
milk off.
then...
So if you've got a cow with a high cell count, what you could do is send that milk to the bucket because
Yeah.
you need the milk anyway.
It's also, these robots here do count the cell count.
Yeah.
So that's something the farmer can decide on, okay, this quarter is not good enough, we will still milk the cow but put the milk into separation. Silicon,
yeah, they're good. So good, aren't they?
Do we have them as well?
I do have them, yeah. I'm posh.
Yeah.
I love my units. I've got the IQ.
Yeah, you got the IQ.
Oh,
yeah,
so good. I love them. You love them.
Yeah.
Amazing. What are they?
Extra sugar to feed for the cows, for the fresh cows.
Oh, sugar feed.
Yeah.
So for the fresh cows, they might get a bit of the...
Yeah, they do get a lot of this.
So they eat a bit more just to kind of... Because when a cow calves, it can be negative energy balance.
Yes.
So it's kind of like your glucose, isn't it?
Yeah, this is glucose, only
stop.
then you put it in the robot.
Yeah, to stop ketones.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? So you've got a cow that comes in, you've got 4 robots, and it'll send a bit of glucose to it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So you won't have ketones problems here then?
Oh, since this, not anymore.
It's good, isn't it? When the cows will come out of here, where they'll come into here, won't they? And then the computer will say where they can come in and out, won't it?
Yeah, they can come in and out, so
that cow just, you see that cow just tried to come into here,
yeah.
and the computer said you are not allowed to be milked yet, so it's sent it away. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, so we first got here the first selection for the fresh cows.
Yeah.
They sent the cows there. Second selection for the high productive.
Yeah, I don't like
Third
it.
selection low productive. And the fourth selection for the pasture.
Yeah, for the pasture.
Yeah.
So that cow there is, she was like, I might go for some milk and a bit of food. Computer said, no, it'll send it back. But I think the mad thing is that all the cows come together and they go graze in the same field. That is so cool. And then that is where any dump milk's going. Straight into there.
Yes, actually the high cell count milk goes in here for now.
Oh, really?
And the calf milk goes in here.
Ah, that's your 3 bucket system, and you're going to get a 9 bucket system. So the 9 buckets there. Yeah. It's not a lot of milk though, is it? I know you might have cleaned it this morning, but...
No, it's obviously cleaned this morning. And yeah, that's just from a fresh cow.
Yeah.
Just got calf.
Mad, isn't it? Yeah, I think it should be. Away on the 19th. We'll see him loading here.
Yeah.
He does not slow about, does he?
No, no.
He's flying. What? Slurry store?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
Sure.
Oh, that'd be for the cover.
I think so too.
Yeah, because they've got to in Holland they've got to cover all the slurry pits, haven't they? And then there's where the bins are that's feeding the cake. Thank you. I'll leave him to it. Smells good. I'll tell you what, he drives at speed. Let's tires are flat. We were just chatting then, and France was just like, he's loaded up ready for tonight, tomorrow. We won't have to load up again. So I did 2 grabs of silo, 1 grab of maize, maybe 2 grabs of maize, and then that was it. He's got enough hay, he's got enough silage in there. And what we're saying is because tomorrow he's going to graze, so let's say cows start going out at 9 o'clock tomorrow and don't come in till 3, they have that kind of paddock, so you kind of have to plan 24 hours in advance all the time, aren't you? So he knows the cows are going to go eat, so he just has to do that, and that will do him for tomorrow, and that's feeding 180 cows. That's not bad at all, that. Not bad. I thought it'd be loads, but yeah, it's good. I guess the bucket is massive as well. So Flint are the same people that do our little pusher upper. But yeah, very, very cool. A big thanks to the team for showing me around. Really do appreciate it. France, are you happy with this system? I think we've answered this already. Yes, he is happy with the system. And if anyone wants a Strymec feeder, it's going for sale. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions you've got, put it in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them, but if not, it might be a case of coming back. I am actually coming back to Holland in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know when this video is going to come out. My Holland trip, I'm going to space out, I think once every month or something like that. But yeah, really, really cool. The price of this system is around, you ready? 300,000 euros, so around 260,000 pounds for all that. It's a lot of money, but your cows are getting fed and you get increasing milk yield. So you have to do the maths. I'm pretty sure France has done the maths and figured it out, and he won't go back, so that says a lot, doesn't it? Anyway, we'll see in a bit. Bye. Just finishing up now, and this cow's calving, and they've got calving mats in. So all on calving mats, so just bed it up straw. Just got cow calving now. And this is a new calf heifer, and Elena knows every single cow by its name, and it all has their own name. And this cow is called Corley. So every single cow on this farm has its own name. How much that? And just like that, another calf is born. The boys did quite well. Happy days. Supers on it. He did ask if I wanted to drive, yes, but this thing alone I think is £60,000. It could even be more expensive. And it's got a PlayStation controller. How mad is that?